News.
London's mayor will apologize next week on behalf of the city for a decision made more than 2 decades ago. City Council and then Mayor Diane Haskett refused to issue a proclamation for Pride ceremonies back in 1995, but the Human Rights Commission eventually ruled that decision was discriminatory. Daryl Newcomb brings us a reaction tonight.
It just terribly upset me. It really has had an impact on me still all these years later.
Former councillor Megan Walker still gets emotional recalling a vote in 1995 when the majority of City Council refused to issue a proclamation celebrating Pride ceremonies. Walker was one of only 5 councillors who voted for the proclamation to be made by then Mayor Diane Haskett.
I felt if we can discriminate so blatantly against one segment of society, we can do that against everyone. And that really scared me.
More than 22 years later, Mayor Matt Brown announced today he will apologize to the LGBT+ community on behalf of the city next Friday. In 1995, Richard Hudler filed a complaint with the Ontario Human Rights Commission, which 2 years later determined the mayor and city had discriminated against the LGBT+ community. Today, Hudler welcomes the apology, having chosen not to seek an official apology through the Human Rights Commission back in '95.
I just felt that an apology that's like forced through a human rights decision or something is probably not that sincere.
But some question why the mayor is apologizing now, over 3 years into his term.
Isn't that interesting timing?
Bud Polhill was on City Council in 1995.
It's something that's a decided matter. The proclamation is issued, and I'm happy that happened. And so why are we going back? What are we apologizing for?
The mayor will deliver the apology here on the front steps of City Hall, the same location where, back in 1997, the proclamation was eventually presented to Pride organizers.
Symbolically, it's probably very important that I try to be there, and I definitely will do so.
Those who are receiving the apology are always grateful to receive it when it arrives.
Mayor Matt Brown was not available for an interview today, but in a written statement said, quote, LGBT+ rights are human rights, and our history as a community shows we failed to acknowledge that. Daryl Newcomb, CTV News.